Beetle Man for Steve Maguire is going to run our favourite. All right, runners in behind the gate now. This is the second qualifying division, Golden Apple Superstore. We're running 2,147 metres, and the favourite at $3.50 is a Beetle Man for Steve Maguire. Set and ready to go. Mobile gathers speed. There they go. A good break out of the gate. On the inside, take a look at me now. Has hit the ground running. Tit for Tat's been driven up hard by Bruce Harpley. Got away well. They're vying for the leader. They were followed out by CJ Shadow, and further back then came the next one getting through was Bold and Famous. And on the inside, Final Decision Jim. Further back behind them then came at this stage in Here's Our Chances, running in about fifth posse. Further back to Beetle Man, Glenburn Cheeky, and Quads on the River's gone back to the tail of the field. So they sort themselves out and come to the judge with two to go. And take a look at me now as the pilot, Bold and Famous, moves to his outside. Tit for Tat's behind the leader, and CJ Shadow's one winning. Final Decisions over on the inside. On his outside was Here's Our Chance from Beetle Man. Next to last, Glenburn Cheeky, and back last of all was Quads on the River. The lead time was 40.6. To the back now, a lap and 3 parts left to travel, and take a look at me now. Steadied out in front by Jeremy Lamb. He's 2.5 metres clear of Bold and Famous. There's the lightning-like move. Stephen's gone quickly on Beetle Man, and he hunts up hard around the outside, and they sprint pretty solidly together by the 1200. Take a look at me now. Kicks up on the inside of Beetle Man. Then Bold and Famous from Tit for Tat. In behind them, CJ Shadow. Gee, they spread-eagled them when they sprinted. Next was Final Decision Jim. Here's Our Chance. Glenburn Cheeky and Quads on the River's looking at them all. The first quarter of the last mile in 31.5, and they come by the 1,000-metre peg where the leader was. Take a look at me now. Beetle Man's on his outside, and Tit for Tat's had a super run behind the leader. Next was Bold and Famous, the outside. 3 or 4 back to CJ Shadow, and then Final Decision Jim. Here's Our Chance was next. Glenburn Cheeky was second last, and Quads on the River are still looking at them all as they go to the 600 metres. Second quarter was 30.5, 62.1 first half last mile. And take a look at me now, 3 metres on Beetle Man. Tit for Tat's had a super run behind the leader. Bold and Famous has been hooked out and trying to run home. They were followed further back then by CJ Shadow and Final Decision Jim. They're at the 300. They travel down the back in 30.4. And take a look at me now, 3 metres Beetle Man. Now Lamb lets him go, and he's opened up 3 or 4 metres on them. Tit for Tat'll be his danger off his back. He can get a crack at them if he can catch him, but I doubt if he can. Homeward bound, and take a look at me now. He's strode away on the outside. Tit for Tat's trying hard, but no in vain. And take a look at me now is going to be too strong. Take a look at me now is beaten Tit for Tat. Third, I think, will go to CJ Shadow just in front of Beetle Man. Then Glenburn Cheeky. Further back, Bold and Famous. Here's Our Chance. Quads on the River was second last, and Final Decision Jim was the last to pull up.